Hill.
A local union is using paid protesters to walk their picket lines. The Mid-Atlantic Regional Council of Carpenters hires homeless people to protest on behalf of the union. Chris Gordon is here now with more on this story. Chris?
Well, you've probably seen them on a sidewalk somewhere in the city. They move around downtown, often picketing one location in the morning and then another in the afternoon. What you might not know is that they are not members of the union whose signs they carry, and that they're getting paid less by the union than the company that they're picketing is paying its workers. Protesters are being paid about $8 an hour to march with signs and yell at the top of their lungs. The Mid-Atlantic Regional Council of Carpenters hires protesters to picket in front of buildings around Washington, D.C., to pressure construction companies to hire union carpenters.
Most of the people are homeless or they live in transitional housing.
JAWARA King was one of them. He lives out of a self-storage locker and sleeps wherever he can. King worked as a paid protester for 15 months. He wrote a book which includes the story of how he was fired for being a whistleblower.
The deception is people think we're affiliated with the non-unionized companies working inside and that we're part of their business structure when we're outsiders that don't have anything to do with them.
Excuse me, are you a union member or a paid protester? You can't talk? She pointed to a union supervisor watching over the marchers.
If you try to ask any of them a question, they'll defend and all that. And then they'll be like, well, you're not supposed to talk to him. You talk to him, that's the end of your job.
Okay, are you you're not letting them talk. They're protesting, they're exercising their First Amendment rights, correct? You're not allowing me to talk to the protesters? We asked people walking past the protesters what they think. Does it appear to you that these would be union members on the sidewalk?
It would certainly appear that way.
Well, what if they were paid protesters? What if they were brought here from homeless shelters, soup kitchens to do this? What would your opinion be?
I don't know, Don. What do you think?
Well, it wouldn't have quite as much of an impact. It may still be valid.
Justin Wilson works for the Center for Union Facts, a nonprofit watchdog group that monitors union activities like the hiring of paid protesters.
All they're doing is trying to keep a non-union contractor from operating in the city. They're basically just trying to scare off businesses. There's no labor disputes so far as we can tell. And in fact, some of the contractors that they're going after don't even have employees that can be unionized because they're employee-owned businesses.
The Mid-Atlantic Regional Council of Carpenters is located in Forestville, Maryland, and despite our repeated requests for an on-camera interview, we have received no response from the union. Jim?
Won't talk on the street, won't talk on the phone either, huh?
That's apparently true.
Thanks, Chris.